You know, it's one of the easiest digital businesses that you can create. Hands down, the easiest one, in my opinion, is being a middleman between a customer and a business. So let me start with this. Back in COVID, I first got exposed to people running Facebook ads, all this kind of stuff, right? All these businesses that needed people or needed customers because now everyone's getting quarantined. So I paid for a course. I learned a little bit about Facebook ads. And what ended up happening was my first three clients that I had, I don't run an agency now anymore. But at the time, I had an attorney office, I had a travel agent, and I also had a lady who did what is it like alternative medicine stuff. And the thing that I learned from there, because they were paying me a monthly retainer, and I was using their own money to run the ads. So if you can learn how people think when they're getting ready to buy, right? For example, if you want to get into real estate and you want to be a middleman bringing leads to real estate agents or investors and stuff, what's something you can do? You can imagine yourself as the buyer. What does this buyer want, right, for your ads? Let's say you're going to run an ad and create the whole creative, right? What you'll see. Let's say you are trying to get people to come buy this 4-bedroom house. Let's say it's $500,000. I'm not going to say, hey, look at this $400,000 house, 4 bedrooms. It's really cool to live here. No, you want to be very specific to the type of people. What kind of people would be like that? Maybe growing families. Right, with small kids, maybe they're in a 3-bedroom right now and they're looking to upgrade. Hey, are you looking to upgrade, or is your family starting to grow, getting a little bigger? Check out this beautiful home with this huge yard that your kids can play in safely and have their own place to call home. Something along the lines of that. Because now, instead of just talking to everybody, you're talking to somebody very specific. A mom, a dad, a family with small kids, they're going to start being able to picture this in their minds, right? So that's what I do. I started a junk removal business where I don't do any of the junk removal at all. All I do, I'm the middleman, and I find actual junk removal people who want to do that, and all I do is make the ads. I make contact with the people, I close them, and then I send that lead over to, well, not even lead because I already want the business, and I send that over to the actual junk removal people, and then we split 50-50. Sometimes I might do 70-30. I keep 30, they do 70 because they're doing all the work. But if you are able to learn how to position yourself in a way where people absolutely need you, dude, like, the world is yours, bro. The world is yours. I'm Off Duty Jerome, and I frequently like to game on TikTok, but this is the kind of stuff I like to nerd out about and talk about also whenever I'm not on duty, or whenever I'm not actually playing video games. Even when I am playing video games, I like to talk about this kind of stuff because this kind of stuff did end up changing my life in the way I think about people when I see them every day. There's so many ways to be so creative about this. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of industry, and you could be selling perfumes. If you know that a company that is looking to sell perfumes, and you know where to find people who like perfumes, you could be the middle person. You could be the middle person making videos, making ads, making whatever to collect that group of people. When you have that group of people, that group of buyers, do you understand how valuable you are to businesses? Like, I need what that guy does. Think about that.